Hello, this is Assignment 5 for Chelsea Slattery. I teach kindergarten and I have 19 students right now. 2 of them have IEPs, 5 of them are in speech, and 14 ESOL students. The goals I have set forward for the 2-day teaching unit is the students will fluently add and subtract within 5 by using beans and finding the hidden partners 90% of the time. The students will find the numbers to make 10 by adding beans to find the hidden partners 80% of the time. That one would be day 2. The objective for day 1 is fluently adding and subtracting within 5. The day 2 is for any numbers from 1 to 9, find the numbers that make 10 when added to the given number. The IST standard I used for the assistants use technology to seek our feedback. So yes, the students will be able to receive their self-feedback and self-information that they need to correct and improve their practice by doing their worksheets on iPads. On Shobi, I'm able to grade them and send it back for corrections, and then they can take the exit ticket on the iPad as well. Because of certain students in my classroom, if the iPad is too hard, I do have the paper version if needed. And the great thing about the exit tickets, I grade them and they have instant feedback to what they got on their exit ticket. The one thing I did forget on this unit is do some real world problems, and I will add to the future lessons for both days. The one I came up with for day 2 is Emily has 5 apples and 5 oranges. How many fruits does she have? Draw the apples and oranges in a number bond and create a number sentence. The original plan is to have beans in a bag and start with 3 of them, and just as they're finding their hidden partners, give them more beans to add, and so they can write it down. I would also have a sentence starter on the board, so x plus y equals the answer. For instance, like this one, this would be for day 2. It would be 4 plus 6 equals 10. I liked the bag idea because then they can flip the bag and they can find that it's the same, no matter which way, if it's 4 first or 6 first. It's still the same answer. It's still 10. And I liked this idea, but in our school, in our district, we use a lot of number bonds. So I wanted, the one thing that I would add to my lesson, or actually change to my lesson, would be to do pretty much doing the bag still, but having the number bonds on the bag instead, and that they can manipulate the beans down into the number bond. And that way they can see the number bond, they're manipulating the number bond, and one, it's less hassle of trying to find big enough number bonds for Unifix cubes. It's all in one little bag, it's easy to store. They can move the beans however they need them to be, and they could even move the beans off if they're just doing within 5. They would need all the beans up on there, the number bond. They can put it there and then separate them out. And they can still flip it to see, even if, for instance, on this one, 4 and 6 still make 10, they can flip it and see 6 and 4 still make 10. Because in kindergarten, that's one thing that always blows our mind, is even if 4 is first or 6 is first, it doesn't make sense to them. It's like, oh, it's going to be a completely different answer. But then this way they can see it and it's not a different answer. Thank you very much.